I moved back a little bit so that you can see that it's a different video now. Let's talk about getting organized in your work. Hi, my name is Chimwenwe and I'm disorganized. Welcome to Disorganized Anonymous. Intro. So, as I said in the previous video, me personally, in terms of work, I've done a lot of different things. I work in the creative industry. I have done acting, music, photography, filmmaking. I've worked at festivals. I've worked in an office. I've done admin, project management, lots of different things. The temptation is, oh, I'm multi-talented. I'm good at a lot of things. So I should do everything. That one, the Lord just needs to continue to lead and guide me on that one. My passion is storytelling. That's what I truly love. So in all of these things, I always find a way to tell stories. That's the thing that I'm like, I'm married to. The thing with leading yourself is that if you don't have structure, if you're disorganized, it can be very inconvenient because nobody's telling you what to do, nobody's telling you where to go, nobody's the boss of you, nobody tells you what time to wake up. You just do your thing, and if you don't do your thing, you just waste away, and people will just watch you like, I don't know, that's what she's chosen for herself. She said she wanted to be an actor, we don't know. And they'll really just leave you to do your life. Something that I had to ask myself as, ooh, I am looking at the wrong place again. I need to look at the camera. So something that I had to figure out as I went along is that, do I want to build or do I want to vibe? That's a question that I had to ask myself, because time is your most valuable resource. Time is super important. The clock counts downwards, Every second you lose is gone for good. Is gone. You don't want to waste any of your time. In fact, you want to use all of your other resources to make sure that you have preserved your time so that you can use it for things that you actually care about, like spending time with your family. So that's the question I had to ask myself was, do you want to build or do you want to vibe? Because if you just want to vibe, then it's perfectly fine to just go out there doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, bounce all over the place. If you look forward in your life and you say, okay, this is a life that I would not say I regret, then that's cool. Live your thing, do your life. But for me, that was not the case. I wanted to build something. I wanted to go from point A to point Z. And I wanted to see growth that I can actually say this is measurable, etc. So along the way, I realized that there were some things that I just had to drop. I could not do everything. I could not respond to every call. I could not accept every offer. I could not apply to everything. I needed to have a focus, something that I am investing my time in. It's okay for things to go a little bit different than planned. It's okay to be open to different possibilities, but I needed something that I was specifically investing my time in. Okay, I do a lot of things, but what do I care about? The thing is, there are things that I really love to do, like to perform. I love to perform. I love to act. I love to be on stage. I love to be on camera. I love to act. I love it. However, I do not love the work. I do not love the applications, the auditions, waiting outside all day for 5 minutes in front of the director, only to not get it, waiting to hear back, just waiting to be picked. I do not love the work that goes with being an actor. It does not feel like that work is proportional to the results. So even though I absolutely love to perform, I do not absolutely love to do the work that then gets me to be performing. And the same goes for being a freelance filmmaker. So like I said before, I had been working as an assistant director for a while. I'd worked a lot of different sets, and that was great. That was fun for that time. Not anymore. I don't love the hours. I don't like being on set at 6 a.m., coming home at 2 a.m., back on set at 6 a.m. I don't like it. And especially as assistant director, I would run around a lot, trying to make things happen, trying to get the whole thing together. Because as assistant director, it's up to you that the film gets shot. So if we don't finish, it's your fault. It's your problem. So it's just something that I don't enjoy. I also don't enjoy the set culture much anymore. Just the way things are built and way things are set up, and I don't want to do that work. So that was the thing that I had to look at for myself. Do I want to build this? I want to build. Do I want to build in this section? No, I don't want to build as a performer. Do I want to build as a freelance filmmaker? No, I don't want to build as that. How can I build? What do I want to build? Because also you need something that sustains growth, that you can actually build in. It's very hard to build with those things because the work comes and goes. You don't always have control over whether you're working or not. It's very difficult to build with that. Okay, what is it that I want to keep going and doing? Well, I like producing. I like directing. I like project management. I like writing. I like the work that comes with that. Even when I don't like the work, I still keep going. It's the work that I'm able to keep pushing. I can do it. Even when I don't want to do it, I don't mind doing it. That's work that I feel like it's worth it. The results, they feel worth it to me, which is awesome. I see a lot of these videos that talk about, oh, if you like a lot of things and you have a lot of ideas and you do a lot of things, you're talented at a lot of things, this is what you need to do. These are the 5 questions that you need to ask yourself. Personally, the way I figured out how to do it was I had to do it. I had to do all of the different things and actually see, this is the reality of doing this. This is what real life looks like when I'm doing this thing. And then I had to make a choice. Do I want to do it or do I not want to do it? So those people are talking about, to take this 5-step program, whatever. Cool. Hope it works for you. Me, I had to do it. So if you have questions, live life. If you're trying to figure it out, do something. Stand up, do something. Just do it a little bit and then you'll actually have results. You'll actually have answers that are concrete that you can say, oh yeah, I did it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So, yeah. So once I had figured that out, the question became, okay, what do I want to build? What do I want to put in my energy into? What do I want to invest my time in through this work? Because I could produce a myriad of things. I could write a ton of different things. But what is it that I actually want to focus on? Great question. I came across this concept called Ikigai. It is a Japanese philosophy that means the reason for being. So it's essentially a way to discover your purpose in this life. And it is the intersection of 4 things. Something you love, something you're good at, something the world needs, and something you can get paid for. And so I found this video on YouTube. This girl was talking about these 16 questions that you would ask yourself. You give 4 answers for each question. You pick your top answer for each question. And then the answer that keeps recurring out of all of the questions, the one that comes up the most is basically your reason for being. So the answer that I found that was recurring a lot was doing something within the African continent, building within the African continent. So I then had my 4 things. I had something that I love, which is storytelling. I have something that I'm good at, which is storytelling. Something that the world needs, which is better African narratives. I have something I can get paid for, which is the producing work, the directing, the writing. And the intersection of all of those things is creating stories that build a better African narrative. Now I have a direction. Now I have somewhere I'm going. I'm not so confused about what it is that I want to do. And it's something that I can use to filter the offers that I get. So when an offer comes in that doesn't align with my ikigai, I still do it because I want money. I have not yet consistently built a system where I can get work that allows me to stay within that circumference. So it's something that I'm still working on to say, okay, how can I really do this work? I have an idea. I haven't started to execute it well because sometimes, I got a lot of ideas, but not the healthiest relationship with execution. But we're working on that. That's the important thing. Are you seeing growth? Are you seeing progress? Are you moving forward? Maybe it's not as much as you want, but just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep. It's hard because my heart still desires some of the things. Like I still want to perform. I still want to be famous. I want to be a star. I want to be a star. Anyways, keep swimming.